Hey there! Thanks for joining me to do some Bible journaling. Move my paper over here. So today we are going to be working on our Illustrated Faith Word Nerd Devotional Kit Week 2. Hi, Carol. Okay, I know I'm going to get it completely wrong, and my husband told me, Montecitia? Hopefully I got that right. Hi, thanks for joining me. All right, so we are going to, let me see here, make sure I got enough room. We're going to be working on week 2, so let's find that. So week 2 this week was, let me see here, week 2. Make sure I turn the mic on. I did turn the mic on. Oh, okay, there we go. I think it just didn't catch up yet, Carol. So hopefully you can hear now. All right, so week 2, we are going to be reading the story of Joshua and Jericho, which is Joshua chapters 2, chapter 5, verse 13 through 15, and then chapter 6. So you're supposed to read your verses, or your chapters and the verses, and then you are supposed to find a friend, a child, a spouse, someone to summarize the story to afterwards, so you can tell them what it was about. So I did all that. Hi, Connie. Hi, Cecilia. Thanks for joining me. So I did all that, and it was kind of different having one where you couldn't, where the verse wasn't picked for you. So I went through and I read my verses, and the one that stood out for me was Joshua chapter 2, verse 21, which says, "Agreed," she replied, "let it be as you say." So she sent them away, and they departed, and she tied the scarlet cord in the window. So she's basically putting all of her trust in what these two gentlemen spies said, and she's going to trust that they're going to come back and destroy that town, but she's going to live if she puts the red cord in the window. So I thought that was really great, so that's what I'm going to work on. So I've already gessoed my page beforehand. I'm going to put a book under here so that it will kind of hold it up a little bit. And then I put some Molotow masking fluid on top of my verse so that I don't have to worry about getting anything on it. It will just keep everything away from there. So my idea is to do, let me see, I've got a picture. Let me find it. Obviously, it's not the definition of pie. So my idea is to do a window, and I found this on Google. I just taped or put Rahab in the search bar, and it came up with a bunch of pictures. And so I'm thinking I'm going to draw a window, and then I'm going to have this little red scarf or cord coming out of the window across my page. So that is my idea for this week. And then I'm thinking that I'm going to, in some way, put "The Word Lights the Way" from the stamp set. And then I want to incorporate "I love a good book," or maybe this, or maybe "The Lord Lights the Way," and then these books underneath of it, or this on there too somewhere. So those two I'm planning on using. And then I'm going to write in over here, "Trust in God." So that is my basic idea for the week. So let's go ahead and do I'm going to draw my little window. I know I'm going to wing it. What do you think of that? We'll see how good my drawing skills are. Okay, so we want this kind of scarf to come down over this way. So I'm going to go with my window. And what did I do? I had a little card. What did I do with that? Here it is. I kind of sketched it out beforehand. I kind of cheated. Just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do our window. And I don't care if I cover all this stuff up, because I have another Bible that I can read on my own. So let's go with the window. And like this. So I have a basic outline of where, oops, it's not even straight, Heather, my window's going to be, so I can paint around it. And then we're going to have a couple of little slashes that come down for boards. And then we're going to put the little scarf hanging off and dragging this way. So we're going to do that afterwards. Okay, and I brought some paint in here. So let's move this. Okay, so I've grabbed a bunch of Prima colors. So we've got brown in this one. That might look pretty. And the picture had some yellow too. So that one had some pretty yellows in there. Oh, and this has some great gold. I like this one. So let's see. And that one was Decadent Pies. And then we got the classic, which has some blacks and stuff that we can use. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some of this outside part. So I think I'm going to use, get my paintbrush. I also brought just a plain white plate in that I picked up at the dollar store that I'm going to mix paints on, or set on there. And I have a couple of buckets of water. I'm going to move my heat tool over here. Okay, so I'm thinking that I really like these two colors right here, so I'm going to use those, or maybe this and this. So let's put a little bit of water on number 33. Let's move this. I feel so uncoordinated when I come in here to do all this stuff. 4:30 in the morning, Connie. That's very early. Thank you for joining me. I'm not even considering getting up at that time. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of water on each of these. And let those get started. And since I maybe want to use maybe some of these are kind of pretty too, browns. And maybe this gold. I'm just going to go ahead and get some wet because those I'm planning on using. And then for this one, let's do, well, number 14 here looks just like number 29. So how about this brown? Okay, start getting those wet. And then on this one, there was some black. So let's do black from this set. We'll get those wet so that they can do something. Okay, so my picture has a bunch of kind of yellow colors around the outside of the window. So I think I'm going to start with this. Kind of make it look like the wall out here on the outside. Okay, what do I do with my paper towel? Who knows? I have so much stuff in here, you guys, you have no idea. Okay, so now let's of this goldish color right here.